Welcome back. I'm your host, Coach Cass, and this show is brought to you by Scholars Today, Leaders of Tomorrow, in partnership with Wells Fargo. Remember, to keep this show going, please visit stlt.org and donate today. So we have a little one-on-one time, family. I'm Coach Cass, so you know for a fact, right, that I want you to make more money. It's important, okay? So I have 5 tips for you that I want you to write down when it comes to getting your finances together for you to be successful. So only those of you who want to be successful, grab a notepad and a pen. So number 1, I wrote it down. You have to pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. The bills are going to be there, problems are going to be there, many things are going to be there, but you have to pay yourself first. So what's a good percentage? Let's start with 10%. If you can do more, do more. But first of all, pay yourself first. So when you open that checking account with Wells Fargo, what do you want to do? Set up that automatic savings account. That's how you pay yourself. And you could divvy it up. Listen, I have a plethora. I have so many savings accounts. I have a savings account for the cleaning a lady, right? That's one account. I got a savings account for my vacation. I got a savings account when it comes to emergency fund. And to start out, how much should you have in an emergency fund? At least $1,000, at least. But essentially, you should have 6 months of savings when it comes to an emergency account, okay? So have different savings accounts for your different goals in life. So sit down and think about, what are my goals and how does that attach to finances? So some of you out there want to walk away from your job. How much do you get paid? How much do you need to replace? That's a goal. That's a financial goal. Where do you need to put that? So 6 months of your salary is essentially what you need. Time to get started. Number 2, tithe. Give to charity. Whatever your faith or whatever your charity, United Way is an awesome organization, right? So take the time to tithe or give to charity 10%. Give back. There's so many in this world that don't have. If we put all of our problems right here on our laps, guess what? Someone else would have bigger problems than you do. I had the joy and the wonderful opportunity to go to Nairobi, Kenya. And oh my goodness, people there. I went out into the desert, past the safari, literally in the middle of nowhere. And I sat down with women who I thought had nothing, right? I thought they had loincloths, maybe some sour milk, and that's about it. And I asked them, you know, what are you grateful for? What gifts do you have? And as we went around in the circle, women smiling said to me, I can sing, I can dance, I have family, I'm a leader, I can weave baskets. They were so happy just to have us visit and so grateful. So what are you grateful for? There's so much in life that you have to offer. So offer your time, your talent, and your treasure. Make sure that you're giving back to those who don't have as much as you do. Number 3, guess what? You got to speak up. Speak up. A closed mouth doesn't get fed. And I'll tell you this, there was one point in my life that I made a really bad judgment call when it came to lending money. Some of you have family members out there that are always asking for money. Just understand, you probably won't get that money back. Okay, so that's kind of what happened to me. I ended up $15,000 in credit card debt due to me lending money that I didn't have. That was a bad judgment call. I literally thought that my life was over, mainly because I had about $20,000 worth of school loan debt, and then I also was only making $30,000 at the time. So how in the world was I going to be able to pay off this huge debt? And on top of that, my interest rate was out the roof. I was depressed. I lost weight. For 3 years, I had this monkey on my back. And it wasn't until I drew a line in the sand and I spoke up. I called the credit card company and I said, hey, can we work something out? Because I'm having a really hard time just trying to make that minimum payment. And guess what? They worked with me. Not only that, they were able to say, guess what? We're not going to charge you any more interest. We're going to freeze the interest for the span of 5 years, and you continue to make this payment on time, and we'll forgive you. No problem. Wow. Everyone I tell that story to is absolutely amazed. And I didn't just say, hey, let me not answer the creditor's phone call. Answer the phone. See what they have to say. See how they will work with you, because they're willing to work with you. Guess what? They want their money, right? So whether it's settling or figuring out a payment plan, they are there to help, but only when you speak up. Remember, a closed mouth does not get fed. Hello? Okay. Now, number 4, have fun on a budget. I call it a spending plan. So if there's a part of you that's always wanting to go on a beautiful vacation back to Haiti, or maybe you're saying to yourself, I want to visit a new island of Jamaica, or maybe you want to go to Dubai, wherever it may be, have fun on a budget. You don't have to spend all of your finances really on eating out. Take snacks with you, whether it be oatmeal, or take snacks with you, oatmeal or what are those dried fruits and things that you can travel with to help you in terms of your breakfast, right? So then in the afternoon, maybe you could eat out, but eat something hearty that you could also have for dinner. There's so many free things when you travel, so think about your flight. There's Airbnb. There's a website called Cheap Caribbean. There's so many ways for you to save when it comes to travel. So have fun on a budget. See what's free in terms of your community. Don't just sit in the house. Yes, it's good to watch Island TV, but get outside. Do something new. There's an awesome website called meetup.com where you can find other people who are doing fun things that support the same causes and the same things that you do. So it's lovely. It's a wonderful time, right? Number 5, live the simple life. So if you don't have the money when it comes to getting that brand new purse or those nice red bottoms or that name brand outfit, don't spend it, right? Let's make sure that you have money in the bank before you start spending money on things that really don't matter. So when you look in your closet, buy things that are tasteful, things that aren't trendy, right? So this is something that I could wear for the rest of eternity, right? And you'll never know when I bought it. So think about those things. Where are you spending your money? I dare you to actually create a spending journal, a money diary for the span of 30 days. Write down every single thing that you spend money on, and you'll be surprised. There was one point in my life that I did this, and I found out that I was spending over $200 a month when it came to eating out, right? And to me, that was just way too much. For you, maybe not so much. So for me, I was able to put that money in savings, eat home a lot more, and be healthier. So then I felt better, and I was able to spend quality time with family, because then I invited family over to eat versus going out. I created more wonderful memories that didn't surround itself around money, but around quality time. So when you live the simple life, think about back to that island life, right? Many of you are from the islands, wherever you may be from. Think about those days where you just sit out on the veranda and have a good conversation, maybe a nice drink and a plate of food, and you play some music, and you just had a great time. The simple life. Let's bring that back. It's all about family, all about community, all about us spending that time together. So just so you know what I'm about, we've been through so many different series. So what I have going on lately is really about empowering you to master your mindset. Right? It's really important for you to get your mind right, because once you make that decision to do what you want to do in life, that's when every obstacle is going to come against you, right? When you make that decision to start your business, when you make that decision to get your finances in order, that's when everything goes awry. Everything goes out of whack. So I have a product called Mindset Mastery that you could buy on my website, inspiremany.com. And essentially, it's a 6-week course to help you understand what you need to take your life to the next level. And not only that, I've created affirmation cards. And what's an affirmation card? Essentially, it's a card that you pull every single day to remind you of how awesome you really are. So every single day you take out a card, you look at it, and you set your intention for the day, because I understand that you know, sometimes crappy things happen. You get in your car, it might be raining, someone cuts you off, someone's rude at work, maybe your kids are rude as well, they didn't do their homework, whatever may have happened. And you just need that simple reminder that tomorrow is a new day, today is a new day, and you set the tone for that day. So the affirmation cards are also available at inspiremany.com. I appreciate all of you. I do workshops, I do seminars, I do retreats, I do so many different things that are just here for you. So essentially, as a recap, right, we want to recap. Here we go. Pay yourself first, number 1. Number 2, tithe or give to charity. Number 3, speak up. A closed mouth does not get fed. Number 4, have fun on a budget. And number 5, live the simple life. It's so important for you to take the time out to get your finances in order, because the wealthy, guess what? They know when their money's coming and they know where their money's going. So our focus for you here at Fiscally Fit is for you to do exactly that. Get your finances in order so you could get fiscally fit. Oh yeah. So remember that we are brought to you by Scholars Today and Leaders of Tomorrow. Visit the website, stlt.org. Donate. Make sure that this show continues to grow. And of course, we always thank our sponsor, Wells Fargo. We thank you so much for tuning in each and every single time. Thank you so much. I'm Coach Cass. We love you so much. Bye.